name is Paul. Back to our segment of The Messenger. The Messenger is a segment where we come to advise one another, check on areas that we need to change, we need to come out of, and we need to really work on encouraging one another and embracing one another. Today, there are many things that we have gone through as a society, but many are things that really needs to be looked at in a better way, so to speak. I've been wondering what to do and how to go about certain things, and this goes with the way and the conduct most of us and all of us possibly are living. This particular time of the year, every one of you, rather us, have something to complain about, have something to work on, to maybe just sit down and shed tears because somebody has done something and you are not happy. Or vice versa, back to us, there are things that we have done, and most of these things maybe we know we did them and somebody is not happy somewhere. Why all this? Because we need one another. Why all this? Because you cannot walk alone everywhere you go. You can only do that if your intention and motives are wrong. So this particular time, it is for me and you to think. It is for us to look at why should I, do certain things that will make somebody run away from where I am, run away from the congregation that I am together working with. How and why should I do something that will send my friends away from me? And again, back to you. What are you doing and why should you do something that will make me run away from you? So these are the things that I want us to look at. You are free to comment. There are numbers on your screen. Send your views. Tell me how you like these things to go about before I just bring in the topic. As we think about this, and for those who have not subscribed, do so that we may also be able to reach you each and every time we come back to the messenger to send this information to you. I want to take this opportunity also to welcome those. If you want to give us a call, you can give me a call. There are numbers on your screen. Just tell me how you would like these things to go about. Then we'll be in a position to assist one another, check on who is doing what, where, and how, and why should we live in a society that embraces one another. Today, I want us to talk about something called reckless speech. Reckless speech. Reckless speech. How do you understand that? Reckless speech. I'm going to narrow it down to gossip and other things like that. I'm going to do that. And before that, just a short break before I come back with this. Just look at this text that are appearing on your screen and slowly counter check yourself before I come to look at each and every point slowly as we go about this life that we have been given free by God to live according to. Just look at your screen and check on the points therein. We are just back to carry on with this information, taking it to you, the fact that we need to correct ourselves, change the society. Looking at your screens, that is where we stopped. Looking at your screens, we'd like to see reckless speech refers to careless, thoughtless, or irresponsible communication that lacks consideration to its impact on others. It often involves speaking without thinking about the consequences and it can, and what it can include, and it can include the information that follows just therein. Now, what is this reckless speech? Reckless speech is when you do not take care of the other person. It is when you do not take care of the next person. It doesn't matter who that person is. It doesn't matter who that person is to you. Some of us work on respecting certain people and not respecting the entire, family of God. All of us require respect. I need to respect you. You need to respect me. You need to handle me in a better way. I need to handle you in a manner that will make us live together as a people that belongs to the same Father. So reckless speech is what brings us to these many problems that we need to work on. Thoughtless or irresponsible communication that lacks consideration of its impacts on others. So if you do not think about the other person, you will speak shit. You will speak, nothing to them by going away and doing things, rather talking words that will bring them down as a community, as a people, and that brings you, even yourself, a problem. Let's look at number one. Reckless speech refers to careless, thoughtless. All this, it includes the following. It includes gossip. Be it a man or a woman. Some of men, especially in Africa, we tend to think that gossip is left for women alone, that your mama too, they're just women who gossiping. No. Gossip is also a problem. It's a problem that really needs to be worked upon. It's really a problem that needs to, work. So what is it? A reckless speech refers to, number one, gossip. Sharing private or unverified information about others. Yeah? Sharing private or unverified information about others, and often to harm their reputation. Now look here. When we are sharing my information, yes, the point is, when you are sharing my information, are you considering my privacy? Are you considering my reputation? Are you considering what the outcome of what you're speaking about me? Yes? This thing could be private. Yes, it may be private. The point here is sharing private or unverified information. You don't have good information about me. You don't have good information about the other person. You do not have good information. Maybe you still have, maybe you could be having the information. But when you have the information, why should you go about gossiping? A man or a woman, wherever you are, don't you have anything else to do? Don't you have work to do than go around gossip, talk about people? Don't you have other things to do than going around talking about other people? Now, what is this we're talking about? There is some unverified information. You have not verified this information. You have not sat down, look at it, before you start telling the next person that this person did this person is doing this person lives this way. You have not verified this information. Why should you carry on with this information? So this is a very big problem that we need to work on. And before we speak out, let us always think about the privacy of this person you are gossiping, the unverifiable information that you carry out, because some of this information harm these people. And let me tell you, because of the position that you're holding, wherever you are, whatever the position that you are holding, wherever you are, maybe be it in your working place, or workplace, or in school, or in just a community, or maybe it's just a group where you are sharing in a group, WhatsApp groups and something like that, social groups that you are having. The position that you're holding sometimes and most of the time will harm the person you're gossiping, the person you are carrying out their private information, the unverified information that you're carrying out. This thing harms these people, and let me tell you what happens when I am shedding tears because of you, when I am shouting at you silently inside me. Let me tell you, that is a disease to you, that is a problem to you, and it is going to hurt you. It's going to haunt you. This one, there's nothing to go about. And then don't tell me we're going to verify this from where. No. Stop talking about other. The next point is slander. The next point is slander. If you look at the screen, then the next point is slander. And this is making false, damaging statements about someone. Yes, making false, damaging information or statements about somebody. Yeah, why should you do this? Slander. Why should you do this? You are making false. Underline the word false. You know clearly in deep down your minds, deep down your heart, what you're saying is total lies, total false. But you carry on with the same information. So slander is also among those reckless speeches that we need to really come out of. So when you're doing these damaging statements about someone, what is your intention? What is your motive, my brother, my sister? What is the information? Whoever is talking about others, stop talking about others. Stop slander. Stop having these false, damaging statements on others. It is a haunting, it's a problem that you must work on to ensure that life for others means a lot to you. So you may think that it's because I am aware of people who cannot sit down. I am aware of people who cannot sit down and talk development. From morning to evening, they don't talk any positive thing about others. I know of a certain community, a certain clique of people who will sit down and talk about others from 7 in the morning to 7 the following day. 24 hours. This person is not talking about any development, not talking about how to solve a problem in the society, not solving her own problem or his own problem. There are people who live that way. And let me tell you, these are the people who do not make a step in life. They're not making any impact. And that is why you find yourself, nobody wants to associate with you. Nobody wants to bring you closer to them to work with because of these reckless speeches that we are going to handle here and we are handling today. My other point is harsh criticism. Harsh criticism. This is offering overly negative or destructive feedback without compassion or thought for the person's feeling. This harsh criticism. Sometimes people need to be handled in a much humble way. Yeah, there are those who just shouting at them brings them down and actually they lose direction. Maybe you are a teacher, or maybe you are in a class, maybe you are in a lecture room, or maybe you are a leader in a group, or maybe you are a father or a mother, whatever, or you are living with other people whom you are not directly connected. Remember, when you have these reckless speeches, some of these speeches bring them down completely. They are off. I know some of you are saying, that's noise for us. That's noise for me, because I have to correct somebody. Fine. If you must correct me, must you shout at me? Yes. Must you shout at that person? They must have done something wrong, yes. But there are other ways, there are good ways of doing this. Because what we are seeing harsh criticism do, it offers negative or destructive feedback without compassion or thought for the person affected. So what are we going to do? We must shun these vices. We must come out of the vices and look upon where? Rather, upon good and embrace the best way to work on people and how to handle them. Because how you handle them, it's how you'll be handled someday. Number 4 is insults. Just using the meaning offensive language to belittle others. You just want to bring them down because of the position you have, because of who you are. You know, instead of asking for something, you go, insulting. And insultive languages are bad. So look upon this in a corrective way. So in this one goes to mostly leaders, parents. If you're a leader anywhere, if you're somebody who has a voice, who has some position, wherever you are, this goes to you. And please avoid all this. And the very last one is lies. Uongo, lies. Spreading falsehood or misleading information. So if you look at all the 5 points, all of them are problems that we are manufacturing. They are things that we have to work out to remove or work out to eradicate. Now, We have heard so many things about lies. Have you, I mean, can you lie to yourself? That now I'm wearing my glasses, and that my glasses are colorless or whatever. Can you lie to yourself? You cannot. So when spreading falsehood or misleading information about others, it is also reckless speech. And this reckless speech brings out the picture of who you are. That's why you see people are running away from you. That is why you see nobody wants to give you a call at all. You stay from evening, morning to evening, nobody's giving you a call. Nobody's calling you because number one, you do not talk any constructive statements. You do not have any advisory statement to them. You have nothing to offer. You have nothing totally to offer. That's why you get yourself so lonely and sometimes alone. And that's why you go about talking about others. What should we do about this? Reckless speech can damage relationships. Number one, reckless speech damages relationship. I'm repeating, that is why we are not. No. Somebody was talking to you very freely. Somebody was talking to you, laughing with you. No. But the moment you realize they are running away, you think about yourself. Look at your mode of speech. Look at the mode of living. How do you live with others? Reckless speech can damage relationship, spread negativity, and contradict the values of kindness, love, and respect that true worshippers, rather good people, can and are called to embody. What should we do? What must I do? What must I do? Should I work on all this? So, reckless speech, let us try to avoid gossip. Let us try to avoid slander, harsh criticism, insult, and lies. Avoid all this. When you are a member of this club called Reckless Speech Club, then, my friend, everything goes out. My name is Paul. Stay with us. Continue, working with us. And above all, you can send your views. Send your views. If you have some time and you think you can come talk to us, just give a call there, and we shall be able to, invite you in our studios and talk to us. You can as well invite us to your place, and so that we talk about it and avoid problems. Finally, these problems are the ones that is not but that giving us sleepless nights. You find yourself with no peace at all, and finally you find yourself in a very big. These are some diseases you cannot control. Bye for now. Till we meet again. God bless you.